Magharibi Awards has got 5 pillars. The first one is the one which is obvious. We celebrate our heroes, both past, present and future, where we have got a dinner that we do every year, every December. We gather in one of the Magharibi counties to be able to celebrate this. Magharibi Michezo Awards legacy program entails 1, equipping coaches and capacity building. 2, we are able, with partners and county governments, we are looking forward to rehabilitating and being able to put up community fields where we can be able to impact and give our kids and our children a very good opportunity for them to be able to develop their talents on a good playing ground.
The western region of this country is actually a very, very special region in as far as sports development is concerned. This is an area which has enormous sports talent, and in literally every sport, be it athletics, rugby, football, volleyball, basketball, and a good number of sports, particularly in team sports.
The most interesting thing is Western, being among the food baskets, has higher stunting levels than even some of the areas that are considered food insecure. For example, you get Bungoma with stunting levels of above 24% and Kakamega having stunting levels of 28.4%. So this definitely affects the quality of sports people we get, because if we get very short people, that means even their stamina in the end is not as good. So it is important to invest in as much as possible with nutrition from childhood, if you want a quality sportsman.
So part of our commitment at the Magharibi Michezo Awards as a legacy program is to come back to the Magharibi region and be able to identify these coaches, identify where they are, so that we can be able to build their capacity in terms of them being able to impact positively whole round and in a whole life kind of initiative. So this year, 2017 is our second year. Last year we had our first technical training for soccer. This year we have a mixed kind of training, which was primarily geared towards capacity building. We are looking at different levels of an athlete. We are looking at first aid, we are looking at nutrition, we were looking at development of a player holistically, looking at the coach on how he can be able to handle his players, coach as an impact and peer educator to the kids and teens.
I think the biggest issue we have and the biggest challenge we have from an African perspective is the issue around understanding the commercial element of sports. And commercial, we're not just talking about marketing and branding, but we're also talking about finance, we're talking about the business element of sports. And the people that have direct impact and contact with talent are coaches, as well as administrators who are on the ground. But that knowledge is not necessarily available to them. So today I was training on marketing, and it has been an amazing experience because, as much as I thought that I know quite a bit, it was really about impacting the knowledge that I have to the students here who have come from diverse areas from a grassroots level. And it has been an amazing experience today.
The training was basically to really sensitize about the importance of nutrition, starting from a young child, because if you need a strong sportsman at the end, you will definitely have to start with the child. So we went through the nutrition in a life cycle, and also how to break the cycle of malnutrition, and the effect that stunting has on the sports personalities or the sports fraternity in the country.
We were taught about the type of food. That's a balance that a person should take, not only a player, but also parents, so that they can give birth to kids who will become future players. For example, a pregnant woman has to take care of the pregnancy by taking a balanced diet, that this fetus develops well, and if the fetus develops well, then automatically the child will be born, will be of average weight, and he will develop accordingly or in a standard way.
I didn't know which kind of foods are important to my players, so it has been so important to me. Then to the first aid, didn't know the sources or what caused some few injuries, and for now I know what caused injuries and how to manage them, and the recovery program after a heavy drill.
And it sensitizes players and coaches on nutritional value and the importance of the natural foods rather than the genetic foods that we are consuming or medicine. And it also helps us to understand most things about doping, because we actually thought doping was all about injecting some medicine in your body or some stimulants. But we have come to notice that doping happens in so many ways.
About marketing, we talk about how you market the players, how you market your ideas to the people who come and support the players, maybe because if you leave these players, the team will collapse. If the team collapses, these players who will have come here, maybe they'll engage into some other activities there. So marketing will help us to at least acquire funds to run our club or help our boys to nurture them, get the facilities we want, because it has opened our mind on how we can approach sponsors, how we can come up with projects to bring funds, and how we can manage the funds that we have so that we can maybe generate more.
From here back to Busia, I think I have carried a lot of information concerning sports. I'm going to share it with my other coaches. I'm going to put that information to the young boys, share with them, at least ensure that they understand the information that I have acquired from Magharibi Michezo.
So that is our legacy program. Our program is to be able to holistically impact communities, whereby sports will be used also as development and transformation of communities. So every time we impact a life, we believe that a community is being transformed.
Sherekea wanariadha wetu, shangilia wanariadha wetu, tuza wana michezo wetu, Magharibi Michezo.
The Magharibi Michezo Awards, setting our eyes on the prize.